There are other types of amanat. Other types of amanat. And this is important for you to know also. Because there's, in addition to the spiritual aspect of our deen, there's a practical aspect of our deen. And that is the amanat that most people have if you're a professional worker. If you work in any profession, any job, any corporate job, professional job, business, shop, store, whatever. And that is the amanat of being an employee. These are now the third type of amanat, right? There were three amanat, one amanat from Allah, second amanat from Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and third was amanat from one another. Hukukul ibad. This is also an amanat. This is also an amanat. If you work at an organization, and if your contract says that you're supposed to work 40 hours a week, and you sign that contract, and you willingly receive the salary and paycheck from that employer, you have to work 40 hours a week. It's an amana. It doesn't matter if they're not Muslim. It doesn't matter. It's an amana. You have to fulfill that amana. Now what you find many Muslims do is that at work they're surfing, they're chatting. It's khiyana. That's khiyana. If you're doing your lunch break, if you have 1 hour off, that's okay. If there's no work, if you say that, well, I have nothing to do with work. So the way that you do amana, you have to go to your immediate supervisor and tell him that I'm free. You cannot hide away in your little cubicle. You have to tell him that I'm free. Is there any work for me to do? If at that moment he doesn't give you any work to do, he says, okay, go back to your desk, I'll let you know. At that moment, then fine. You are now free. You can do whatever you want. You can write your email and you can do that. But otherwise, if you finish a job that was due tomorrow, you finish it at 3 p.m. today, you're not free from 3 to 5. You have to go tell him I did it. Is there something else you want me to do? If that is the nature of your contract, which most modern Western contracts are, it's a 40-hour work week. They view that they have purchased 40 hours of your time. And you have agreed to sell them those 40 hours of your time. This is also a type of khiyana. If you look at our akabir ulama Hind, akabir ulama Deoband, they were so conscious of this fact. Even when they used to be in the madrasa. In Darul Deoband there was a mudarris, a teacher. So madrasa means the Islamic Institute of Learning. And there was a mudarris, and whenever a relative used to sometimes visit him, sometimes relatives would visit them, he would note it down, and he would note down the number of minutes, and he would then tell the treasurer that deduct this many minutes worth of my salary, because at that moment that was madrasa time, and I was doing a personal activity. I was meeting my relative. Allahu Akbar. Hazrat Shaykh al-Hind rahimahullah, one of the greatest ulama of India in the British period. That's why he's known as Shaykh al-Hind. When he first started teaching at Darul Deoband, his salary was 10 rupees. That's way back in that time. His salary was 10 rupees. Then after he started teaching there for many years, became Shaykh al-Hadith. Then the Majlis al-Shura, you can think the board of Darul Deoband got together and they decided that we should increase his salary. So what did they decide? They decided to increase, and they all unanimous agreement to increase his salary to 15 rupees. So they sent somebody to go tell him. So he said, I want to speak to the board. So he came in front of the board and he told them that, and there were reasons they increased his salary. One reason was that obviously he'd become a senior professor now. And the second reason is that he was the top professor, what we call Sadr Mudarris, the Dean of Academic Affairs. And as you know, in any organization, all of salaries are pegged. So you see if the number one person's salary is capped at 10 rupees and all of the junior teachers are going to get lower. So one other reason they wanted to increase his salary was so that they could actually wanted to increase everybody's salary. They actually wanted to increase everybody's salary. So he came in front of them and said that, you know, I got the news and I beg to differ. And so they explained to him that no, when you first joined, you got 10 rupees. And he said, you know, when I first joined, I was a young man. I was very dynamic. I used to study the whole night and prepare the whole night for my lessons. Now I'm an old man. I'm not able to prepare that much anymore. So if in the beginning you gave me 10 rupees, now you should give me 8 rupees. Allahu Akbar Kabir. Can you imagine anyone like that today saying that to their boss, who's offering them a 50% salary raise? Then actually I deserve a 20% salary cut. because I'm no longer that dynamic young worker that I was when I first joined your organization. Allahu Akbar Kabira. These people, they understood what this amanat was. Whether it was vis-a-vis Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whether it was vis-a-vis Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whether it was vis-a-vis other people, they understood what that amanah was. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts barakah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts a lot of barakah when we are true to our deen.